everyone, it's Philippa at Flipcat Craft. Welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited today. I've got my new printable collection, which is available in my Etsy store. I just wanted to share it with you because I'm going to start using it in some of my journals. And it's got two parts. It's got the journal pages and it's got the add-ons. So I'm going to show that to you now. So first of all, we have a 10-page journal collection, and it's all sepia toned this time. My first collection, Banksia and Butterflies, was sort of more pinks. This one is more sepia toned. So this is the first page. It is obviously got the Eiffel Tower, it's got some scripts, it's got a bit of a postcard, and it's got an iris. And for those of you who may not know, the fleur-de-lis symbol is a stylized version of an iris. So I thought having an iris in this collection was quite fitting. So that's the first page. Then we have another version of the iris with a nice little label and some script. One of my faux postages, this time with a blue butterfly and a French letter, vintage letter from 1910 to someone's mes chers parents, which is to my dear parents. So that's lovely. This is just a backing paper with some of the images, and it's on a checkerboard, which I quite like. Just a bit of pop of colour, and there's a rose. So the two floral images in this collection are a rose and an iris, and the other main image is the Eiffel Tower. And so this is the first of 4 pages with lines, so journaling pages. And if you saw my last video, you'll see that I've actually used these cut up before as tags or as just journal cards, and you can use the image on the other side, or you could use these printed back to back with other images. And I think this one is, yeah, so this has got one of the other pages I've got, so you just, you know, have that as however you want. And that's the Eiffel Tower with the rose and the scripture paper as well. The stamp and the little iris page. That's a big iris, and the small one. I really love this label with the word iris, and that's the typewriter font that is one of my favorites. I actually purchased it, so it's based on an old Remington typewriter. I've licensed it so that I can use it because I love vintage typewriter fonts. And that's the check background. It's got the script in white, sort of like a skeleton, or sort of like I'm not sure how you describe it, but you know, faded back into the background, the Eiffel Tower and the rose. And then on this side, I mean, you could journal on it, but I also thought it'd be nice, you know, to put images on, use that as the background, to sort of as like a mat for your images. Or if you know, junk journaling or whatever, you could just attach paper to that and make that as the back page of a stack of paper, or even the front cover, because you've got the rose there. Anyway, so that's that one. This is a collage page. I had so much fun making this with all the different images and segments that are in this collection, and yeah, I hope other people like it too. And this is the page that I showed you earlier. It's basically a backing page. So it's kind of very neutral color. It's got the sepia background, and sorry, it's got the sepia edging, and it's got the French letter as just sort of in the center of the page. So hopefully people find that useful, and obviously you can resize it any size you want when you print it. So you could probably make it a postcard size or anything like that, but that's just you know, as I showed here, here's another one. I've printed a lot of the pages you just saw with this on the back of it, partly to get the sizing right, so I'm still learning how to do it on my printer, but just so that you know, it's just so you don't have to have a white page if you don't want to. I mean, obviously if you're sticking something down, you probably want it in white, but if you don't have to. So that is the journal pages collection, Paris Nights journal pages. And now this is the Paris Nights add-ons. So we have the postcards. I love these. We've got 2 English and 2 French postcards. Last time I had the pink label. This time I've just got the hexagon, is it 6? Octagon label. And so I've got the clusters, rose and iris clusters that I've used. Then I've got the Paris cluster and I've got the butterfly. And I actually looked it up. This is an imperial blue. I mean, there's a Latin name for it, but it's an imperial blue. So I've used that there. And these 2 have the faux postage stamps. So you could make it look like you're posting it and put an actual address label there or something. I really love these. This was actually the first postcards I made, even though I then made the Banksia and Butterflies ones, but this was the set that I made first. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to do them for the other set too. So that's that one. These are like artist trading cards or just journal cards, depending on how you want to use them. They're just quite small, and these ones are on a sort of parchment background and these ones are on a script background. And you could probably lay these up if you wanted to print out twice and then lay them up on the tags, but yeah, and then I've added extra tags here that you can use. Just cut them out, fussy cut them. Now this one is a cut apart set, and I've put a background on it because some of them, it's so that you don't have to worry about cutting out all the little details in between. You can just sort of cut around the whole thing or even tear around them. So like with this one, this is a digital advertisement, but it was transparent on the background. So I played around with it a bit, and same with this one. This was partially white and partially transparent. I was like, I could make it all white, but then that would kind of lose a lot of the charm of it. So I've just made it so that you can see the check background. And then this is the parchment that I've used for some of the backgrounds. Then I've got the postage stamp, but I've actually put this on a mat so that you can include the mat if you want, or you can just use the postage stamp itself. And then that's on a more grungier background. So there's 2 different versions of that if you want to cut it apart. And then that's the Eiffel Tower on the cluster, and that's Eiffel Tower and the iris on their own. And then that's the letter. Now, you can just use this as a page on its own, or you can use it as cut aparts. I had both ideas in mind, so it could be used for either purpose. And I've made sure that each thing can be cut without overlapping, except I just noticed the top of the Eiffel Tower, but I guess you can cut around that. Then we have some tags. Oh, labels, I guess they are. We have some labels. So these are scalloped. These are like jaw labels. And then these are the hexagons again. I have some small tags. And that's 2 of each kind this time. And then we have fussy cuts, and there's a lot. Butterflies, roses, irises, and Eiffel Tower, and labels. And I think there's about 40. Not quite, but there's about 40 on this page. So hopefully that will keep you busy cutting away and give you lots of things. And I've given you different sizes. So there's 3 different sizes of butterflies, 3 different sizes of roses, and 3 of those as well. And then the final item, well, it's 2 parts. We have an envelope, and I've given 2 designs of the envelope this time. And to go with that, we have journal cards that fit inside the envelope. Oh, that's upside down. Journal cards that fit inside the envelope, and there's 3 different, so you can mix and match them. So I've got Fleur de Lis, which goes with the iris, of course, Paris, which goes with the Eiffel Tower, and the butterfly is blank. You can put your own one there. And you can obviously mix and match them into the envelopes as you see fit. So anyway, this is my Paris collection. I'm really excited. It will be available in my Etsy store soon. So I hope you enjoy this, and let me know what sort of collections you're interested in and colours and that sort of thing. I'm into pinks and burgundies and sepias and things like that, but I'm happy to branch out and try other things. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon.